The journey for the business tycoon and politician and now the 7th Republican President of Zambia, HAKAINDE HICHILEMA, has not been smooth, one without setbacks. He has endured numerous oppositions, giving him enough reasons to quit. Whatever qualities made him stand firm in chasing his goals, enduring stormy times, the unfortunate seasons, those we must seek to possess: a burning desire, belief, courage, and a persevering spirit. HAKAINDE HICHILEMA, commonly known as HH or Bali by most youths, is coming from a humble background. Born and raised in the southern province of Zambia, Monze district, at a village in Wengwa constituency. His early life was characterized by a typical village boy's experience, that is, livestock herding. He describes himself as an ordinary cattle boy and tells of how he went to school barefooted at one point. Despite the unpleasant education atmosphere, HAKAINDE worked so hard until at tertiary level he received a scholarship or bursary to study at the University of Zambia, the nation's highest learning institution, where he graduated in 1986 with a Bachelor's of Arts degrees in Economics and Business Administration. He further went on to pursue an MBA in Finance and Business Strategy at the University of Birmingham in the United Kingdom. Upon entering the corporate world, he ascended to such positions of eminence as Chief Executive Officer of both Coopers and Librand Zambia from 1994 to 1998 and Grant Thornton Zambia 1998 to 2006, among other positions. HAKAINDE HICHILEMA is an entrepreneur with a number of private and corporate investments and is a large commercial farmer and the second largest cattle rancher in Zambia. He is married to Mutinta Hichilema and together they have 3 children. His political career has not been spared of obstacles. His endurance and persevering spirit is mostly displayed here. For more than a decade, he has stood as the presidential candidate for the United Party for National Development, UPND, after being elected as the party president after the death of one of its founders, Anderson Mazoga, in 2006. He has since then contested in elections and lost in 2006, where Levi Mwanawasa carried the day. 2008 by-elections after the death of Levi Mwanawasa, where Rupia Banda won. 2011 general elections, which saw Patriotic Front's Michael Sata winning. 2015 by-elections after the death of Michael Sata, which saw Edgar Lungu winning. And lastly, 2016 general elections, where Edgar Lungu emerged winner again, whose results the UPND were not happy with, suggesting that it was a rigged election. His weight went on from just election losses to attacks and imprisonments, having been imprisoned for about 15 times. In April 2017, the Zambia police broke into his compound as ordered by the government for an arrest of treason charges after he was accused of having refused to give way to the presidential motorcade, a case which was just viewed as a minor traffic offense. So why has this man been so consistent chasing the seat of presidency, the highest office on the land? Is he one of them dirty politicians who only want to accumulate fortunes for themselves at the expense of the citizens, whose desire for power is greater than their desire for service? From time and again, on different platforms, HS has aired out his vision with precision, expressing that for him, service is the goal, to serve the Zambian people as a way of paying back to Zambia after being a beneficiary of resources, especially from the education sector. He expresses of how money is not the goal for him, having been one of the richest Zambians throughout this period. As the saying goes, for every dark night, there's a bright day ahead. The long-awaited day of victory began to dawn as the electorates turned up in large numbers, especially from the youth, numbers which the other folks suggesting had not been seen since the 1991 elections, to exercise their right to vote on 12th August 2021. Finally, the dream came true. HAKAINDE HICHILEMA emerged winner of the elections, with over 59% of the votes cast, a landslide margin of over 1 million votes, a signification of how much people really wanted a change of government.
Mr. HAKAINDE Hichilema.
Everything he has passed through, all opposing forces, all of these disappointments have proved not enough to extinguish the burning flames of desire in him, desire for the seat of presidency, commander-in-chief of armed forces, and the head of the executive wing of government. He has truly lived out and portrayed in these past 15 years a practical lesson of how strong desires or ambitions backed up by a persevering spirit talked of by Napoleon Hill are realized or transformed to their physical equivalents, a practical lesson which is ours to learn.